Pain. That is the first thing you feel, not some gentle introduction to your new existence, not a warm welcome to glory, just pain. You are strapped to a cold metal table deep inside a fortress monastery, and a hooded apothecary is cutting you open while you are still awake. Welcome to becoming a space marine. Hope you were not planning on keeping your original organs. You were not always here, of course. A few months ago, you were just another kid on some death world, fighting other gangers for scraps of food in the lower hive. Then the sky opened up, and giant warriors in blue armor descended from the heavens. They did not come to help. They came to recruit. You watched them observe your tribe's warriors, pointing at the strongest and fastest with cold efficiency. When that armored finger pointed at you, your heart stopped. Your mother probably cried. You will never see her again, and honestly, you are already starting to forget her face. The trials came first, running through frozen wastelands for days without food, fighting other aspirants to the death in blood pits, surviving tests that would break regular soldiers. Out of every 100 kids who started, maybe one survives long enough to earn the title of aspirant. You are that one. Congratulations. Your reward is surgery without painkillers. The apothecary implants your first organ, the secondary heart. A second heart, just in case your first one gets shot, stabbed, or ripped out by a tyrannid. You barely have time to recover before they cut you open again for the os modula. This little organ starts reshaping your bones, making them denser and harder. Your skeleton will eventually become almost unbreakable. Your growing pains? Absolutely horrible. Every night feels like your body is tearing itself apart from the inside. Over the next few years, 18 more organs get shoved into your body. The biscopia bulks up your muscles until you can punch through walls. The hemastamen supercharges your blood. The Larraman's organ makes your blood clot so fast that you can survive wounds that would kill anyone else 10 times over. One organ lets you eat almost anything, including poisonous plants and enemy flesh, and absorb memories from what you eat. Another lets you survive without sleep, by shutting down parts of your brain in rotation. Your body becomes a weapon forged from flesh and gene science. But wait, there is more. Between surgeries, you get strapped into a machine called a hypnomat. Flashing lights, screaming voices, and endless images burn directly into your brain. You learn 10,000 years of battle tactics, weapon maintenance, and absolute loyalty to the Emperor of Mankind. Your childhood memories become fuzzy. Your personality gets reshaped. Fear? The chapter literally conditions it out of you. By the time they are done, you feel nothing but duty, discipline, and an unshakable urge to purge the enemies of the Imperium. Somewhere around age 14 to 16, they finally let you fight. But not as a full battle brother. No, first you have to prove yourself as a scout. You get lighter armor, a sniper rifle or shotgun, and missions that would make Special Forces soldiers weep. Infiltrate enemy lines. Assassinate key targets. Gather intelligence, while orcs, the size of trucks, try to stomp you flat. Every mission is a test. Pass, and you move closer to becoming a true space marine. Fail, and you become another name forgotten by history. Years pass. You survive encounter after encounter. You watch fellow scouts die screaming in the jaws of tyrannid bioforms. You lose friends to chaos sorcery that melts their bones from the inside. But you keep going. You have no choice. The hypno-conditioning makes retreat feel worse than death. Finally, the day comes. Your last organ, the black carapace, gets implanted directly under your skin. This black, plastic-like substance spreads across your torso and connects to your nervous system. Now, you can interface directly with power armor. The massive ceramite plates that would crush a normal person become an extension of your own body. When you finally don that ancient suit of Mark 7 armor for the first time, you feel invincible. You are now 7 feet tall, weigh over 300 kilograms in full gear, and can survive bolter rounds to the chest. Your first real battle as a battle brother comes faster than expected. Orcs have invaded an Imperial Forge world, and your company drops from orbit in steel coffins called drop pods. The moment those doors blow open, you charge into a green tide of howling Xenos. Your bolter roars, each mass-reactive shell exploding inside enemy flesh. An orc knob twice your size swings a crude axe at your head. You duck, then shove your combat knife up through his jaw and into his brain. Welcome to the next several centuries of your life. Because yes, you might live for hundreds of years, maybe longer, The organs in your body slow aging to a crawl. Some Space Marines have fought for over 1,000 years. The catch? You never stop fighting. No retirement, no vacation, no settling down on some peaceful agri-world to grow vegetables. Your entire existence is war. You fight orcs on jungle death worlds. You hunt chaos cultists through underhive tunnels. You stand against tyrannid swarms that devour entire planets. You face down Necron warriors that refuse to stay dead. And through it all, you feel nothing but grim satisfaction. The Emperor protects, and you are his instrument of protection. Your squad becomes your family. Brothers who have bled beside you on 100 worlds. When one falls in battle, you feel something strange in your chest. The hypno-conditioning says you should not care. But somewhere deep inside, buried under all that mental reshaping, the kid you used to be still remembers what loss feels like. You carry on anyway. An apothecary rushes forward to extract the progenoid glands from your fallen brother's neck and chest. These glands contain the genetic legacy that will create future Space Marines. Your brother dies, but his gene seed will live on. In a way, that is the only immortality any of you will ever know. Decades blur together. You earn honor markings on your armor, each one representing a major victory. You get promoted to sergeant, leading your own squad of younger battle brothers. The veterans look at you with something approaching respect. The chapter's chaplains speak your name during victory prayers. You have become exactly what the Emperor designed Space Marines to be. A perfect weapon that knows no fear, feels no doubt, and never stops until the enemy is destroyed. But the galaxy is vast, and threats are endless. A distress call comes in from a distant shrine world. Chaos Space Marines, your traitorous cousins who turned their backs on the Emperor 10,000 years ago, have launched a raid. Your company loads onto a battle barge and races through the warp toward the conflict. When you arrive, the planet is already burning. Twisted warriors in corrupted power armor are butchering civilians by the thousands. You drop into the heart of the massacre. The fighting is brutal. Chaos Marines are not stupid orcs or mindless tyrannids. They are Space Marines who have been enhanced by dark gods and fight with all the skill you possess, plus 10,000 years of accumulated hatred. Your squad sergeant takes a bolt round to the face. 3 brothers fall to a sorcerer's psychic lightning before you finally put your chainsword through his skull. By the time the sun sets, the shrine world is saved, but half your company is dead. You feel nothing. The conditioning holds. You are 230 years old now, still young by Space Marine standards. Some of the veterans in First Company are pushing 500. The chapter master himself has been fighting since before your great-great-great-grandparents were born. You look at them and see your own future. Endless war until something finally kills you or your body gives out. But today is not that day. Today, a new threat has emerged. Tyrannid Hive Fleet Kraken has been detected entering Imperial space, and your chapter has been deployed to slow its advance. You load your bolter, check your armor seals, and march toward the hangar bay with your brothers. Somewhere out there, trillions of hungry alien organisms are heading toward worlds full of innocent people. They need to be stopped. You are a Space Marine. This is what you were made for. The drop pod shakes violently as it punches through the atmosphere. Warning runes flash across your helmet display. Below you, the planet's surface is already crawling with chitin-armored nightmares. Your squad sergeant looks at you and nods. The assault ramp drops. You raise your bolter and charge directly into the screaming tide. Oh, and one last thing nobody mentioned during training, the cafeteria food in the Fortress Monastery is absolutely terrible.